actual man with serpent-like tendencies, man, serpent-like characteristics. Okay? And this is Revelations 20 verse 2 again. I'm going to start at verse 2 again. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. All right? And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him. All right? So that's what the Most High did, man. He put these Edomites, right, which is the serpent, which is the seed of the serpent. All right? He put them he pushed them into the cave. They were pushed into the caves, man. All right? That's why today they call themselves Caucasian. Okay? The word Caucasian means you come from the Caucasus Mountains. And what's in the Caucasus Mountains? It's caves in the Caucasus Mountains. Okay? And that's going back to the Dark Ages. Okay? That's going back to the Byzantine Empire when we were ruling. Because they don't teach you that we were, but we were ruling there. All right? The so-called blacks were ruling the Dark Ages, man. All right? The Moorish Empire. All right? And that's why if you go to Russia and you go to Eastern Europe, you go to the museums, all right? Even in the Catholic Church, they have a lot of black icons, man. All right? Because before that, it was the so-called black people ruling, man. All right? Before these Edomites came into power again, okay, which was in the Renaissance period, man. All right? So that's what it's talking about when it said he shall shut him up for 1,000 years, because we ruled Europe for 1,000 years. All right? We ruled that region for 1,000 years, and they were in servitude under us. Okay? That's why you might go to a comment board that might talk about slavery, right? And you might have an Edomite come on the car. Well, you had us in slavery, right? You have a couple of them that know that. All right? But the fact is that he shut him up for 1,000 years for a reason, and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up. That's talking about Europe, and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more, till that 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And that 1,000 years was fulfilled during the Renaissance period. All right? That's when these Edomites came back and deceived the planet, man. They came with that picture of Cesare Borgia and called him Jesus, man. All right? Which that's not the description that the Bible speaks of, man. The Bible describes the Son of the Heavenly Father as a dark-skinned man. All right? A so-called black man with woolly hair. All right? So what he did was he started, as soon as he got loose from that 1,000-year period that it's speaking about, he went out and deceived the nations. All right? Now these nations don't even know where they really, what their true biblical nationality is. Because at one point, all these nations were known as what they're called in the Bible, man. All right? Ishmael called himself Ishmael, because these Arabs know that they're Ishmael. They know they come from Ishmael. All right? When they speak about Muhammad, Muhammad came from the Ishmaelite lineage, man. All right? But they don't call themselves Ishmael, they call themselves Arab, which means mixed. All right? Cush, if you talk to these Ethiopians, they know they come from Cush. All right? Which Cush is a son of Ham. All right? But now they call themselves Ethiopians, which is just a name that the Greeks put upon them. Okay? Which means burnt face. That's really an insult, really, to call yourself Ethiopian. Okay? You're calling yourself burnt face. That's what the Greeks called you. Okay? But that goes into the fact that he would deceive all the nations, all right? And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loose a little season, all right? So now this is the little season that these Edomites are loose to rule the planet. Okay? That's why you see these skyscraper buildings and all. This is that little season, okay? Because they've been ruling for now, what, after the Renaissance, about 500 years? But that time is up now, okay? Their rulership is done, okay? The new rulership is coming on the planet, man. And that's going to be the rulership of the Israelites, all right? Under Yahushua, okay? Because this rulership that these Edomites have, this is temporary, man. It says a little season. It say he was going to rule. He's not going to even touch anywhere close to 1,000 years. This is the end, man. We're at the end of the road right now, okay? Just like that Boyz II Men song, this is the end of the road right now for these Edomites, okay? And the new kingdom that will be established will be the kingdom of Israel, man. Will be our kingdom, okay? In righteousness. And where do they think their position is going to be in that kingdom? Do you think we're going to treat them nice? Hell no, man. We're going to show you double what you showed us, man. All right? And that's going to be righteous judgment, okay? Now let me get matter of fact, let me get 2 Peter 3:13. Okay? Because that's going to be righteous judgment, man. These Edomites think that they can just, do all this wickedness, and no one's gonna question them on it. No one's gonna say anything about it, man. Right? You're gonna destroy all these nations, right? And put them in slavery and slaughter them, right? Unjustly, and no one's gonna say anything about it, right? You're just gonna walk into the sunset, right? This is 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a new heaven and a new earth, right? Which means renewed, right? Wherein dwelleth righteousness. Because this next kingdom that's about to come about is going to be a kingdom of righteousness, all right? Under Yahushua, the Son of Righteousness, all right? Because right now, this is going to be the polar opposite to the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? The kingdom of heaven is going to be the polar opposite to this kingdom that we're seeing right now. Because you're going to have, this is the wicked ruling. The wickedest people on the planet is ruling. The basis of men, as the scriptures speak about it. But now, it's coming where the righteous, the top entity on the planet, which is Yahushua, he's going to rule with his people. All right, which is the best of the best, okay, the creme de la creme, so to speak, okay. Right now we have these low life Edomites ruling, man. All right, the lowest, man, okay. But like I said, it shall come. We'll have a kingdom of righteousness. Because what? Who's gonna bring that righteousness? Yahushua is gonna bring that righteousness. All right. Matter of fact, let me get what's that? Malachi 4 verse 2. Alright, this is Malachi 4 verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Alright, and that Son of Righteousness is talking about Yahushua. Right? He's the one who's going to bring in a righteous kingdom, man. Alright? And it says that we shall grow as the calves of the stall, which means we ain't going to have no trouble in the kingdom, man. There ain't going to be no trouble for us, man. All right? The scriptures say he shall wipe all tears from your eyes, man. All right? Because right now we're going through this because it was prophecy. Plain and simple. It all breaks down to prophecy. Okay? And because of our wickedness. All right? Which was prophesied. He put the spirit on us, like Apostle Tar said. The Most High put the spirit on us to go off so that this can play out the way it's playing out. So after this kingdom, what's going to happen is that the World War III is going to build up, and Yahushua is going to come in the midst of that, man, and deliver the elect of his people. Okay? He's not going to deliver the whole world. It says he's going to come and deliver his people. All right? The elect, which is the 144,000 along with the 1/3. All right? But most of our people are going to die off, man. All right? Let me get this, let me get, matter of fact, right, since I said let me get Zechariah 13 and 8 first, okay, to show you that he's going to deliver a remnant, right, he's going to deliver a remnant of Israel out of this situation, okay. This is Revelations 13, this is Zechariah 13 verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2/3 of the nation of Israel, okay, is going to be cut off and die. All right, and really the majority of the planet is going to drop dead, man. All right, it's going to be all types of calamities hitting this place at once. All right, huge pandemics. All right, there's going to be huge pandemics that are going to be released by the Edomites, which is the top governments. They're going to release these pandemics. All right, they're going to have martial law. They're going to force people to take the chip. All right, and if you don't take that chip, then you're going to be put to death. So there's going to be a lot of death on these streets, man. All right. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power, man. All right? So he's going to cause the third to be escaped from that, to be delivered from that. All right, the third part of the nation of Israel. All right, that's why we say it's the 1/3. All right, the 1/3 along with the 144,000, which is going to be the government body of the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. So that's the whole point, man. All right. And this is only speaking about the nation of Israel, because who did the Son of Righteousness come for? He came for the Israelites. He came for the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and their descendants around the world. Okay, because those are the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. Not those gutter rats in the Israeli state right now. Those are imposters, man. All right, and they're being found out more and more every day, man. They're being exposed, man. Okay. Let me get Matthews 1. Matter of fact, let me get a better one. Matthews 15 and 24. Is that what it is? This is Matthews 15 and 24. But he answered and said, this is Yahushua speaking, all right? I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right, so he's not sent except to the Israelites. Okay, Yahushua didn't come back to deliver the Cushites or the Ishmaelites. All right, I don't care how much they scream in the streets, Allah Akbar. That's not the Heavenly Father, man. All right, the Most High came to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, man. All right, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and your descendants around the planet. All right. That's who the Lord is coming back to redeem, the elect of them, okay? So we can establish a righteous kingdom, okay? And it's as simple as that, man. All right, the scriptures always only